LoRaWAN is a wireless protocol widely used in various fields such as smart cities, smart homes, smart agriculture, and smart industry. It features low power consumption, long-range transmission, and wide coverage. To use LoRaWAN, we need a LoRaWAN gateway to connect nodes and network servers. The gateway receives data sent from nodes and forwards it to the network server. In this tutorial, we will use a full duplex LoRaWAN gateway and an SoC wireless module testing kit to demonstrate how to configure LoRaWAN network communication. We will start with local deployment using a Debian server and configure it using SSH. If you are using a public server, the configuration principles are the same. You can choose software that suits your preferences for configuration and don't have to follow the tutorial's tools completely. By default, SSH and the root account are disabled on a Debian server, which prevents us from logging in via SSH. Therefore, we need to manually enable SSH and the root account. If you are using a different operating system, you can skip the corresponding configuration steps. First, we need to install SSH. Open the terminal and enter the following command, then enter your login password. If there are any errors during the installation, you can try reinstalling with the following command. Once the installation is complete, the SSH service will be enabled by default. If you need to manually start it, you can use the following command. If your Debian system has a graphical interface, it may prompt you to enter the administrator password during startup. Enter the password and click Authentica. Now, the SSH service has been successfully enabled. Here, you can choose the connection tool according to your own situation. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. For convenience, the video uses the local terminal to directly access the server via SSH. To connect to the server in the terminal, use the following command format. If you are using a cloud server, you can find the IP address and SSH port number on the management page. Next, enter the password, then enter yes to confirm the connection. This way, we have successfully connected to the Debian server via SSH. Next, we need to install Docker containers and use Docker containers to deploy chirpstack. First, we need to upgrade the system. Next, we need to install the curl tool. You can use either of the following two commands to install, depending on your system version. Next, we can use the official installation script to automatically install Docker. Next, we also need to install and deploy Docker Compose. You can also use the official website command to install it directly. Apply executable permissions to the standalone binary in the target path for the installation. Now, we have successfully installed Docker containers. Let's talk about how to quickly deploy the chirpstack service. Chirpstack is an open-source IoT platform used for managing and monitoring IoT devices. First, enter the following command in the command line to clone the Chirpstack GitHub repository. Then, go to the project folder. Next, start the project. Then, enter the following command to check the running status of the Docker Compose containers. If the following content is displayed, it means that chirpstack has been successfully installed. Now, you can use a web browser to access the local port 8080 to see the chirpstack service login page. The default login username and password are admin/admin. After successful login, you will have access to the chirpstack dashboard. At this point, chirpstack has been successfully installed on the server.